And action.
I see the red light. Oh yeah, I'm here with Gerard Smith at his book launch for The Weekend Artist. Gerard, thank you for the interview. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now tell me, what is the book about?
Well, basically the book is, because I work in this art store here, and the book is just a series of projects that I've sort of come up with that people could sort of do just fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So it sort of gives a bit of a rundown on like acrylic paints and sort of just,
Sure.
So it's 24 projects that, you know, basically a non-artist could do.
Sure. What is your favourite method of creating art?
My favourite method of creating art is just starting probably with a visual inspiration. Like I just sort of find something and then I do sketches and then I eventually build up like a form from that. But I always try and keep it relatively simple so someone who isn't an artist is not intimidated by it and can actually do it.
Okay, sure. Can anyone be an artist?
I think anyone can have. I think there's a difference between being an artist and a person who can create something, but I firmly believe someone can come up with something that they can create.
Sure, sure. So, what music do you like to listen to when you're creating?
I don't listen to any music when I create.
Really?
Yes, I just like silence. In fact, my favourite music to listen to is the rain. I like painting on rainy days. Like I'm not a big music person.
Okay. Okay, not the pre-Oasis band, The Rain.
No, just
sure.
the rain that's talking.
Just God's rain.
God's rain, yes.
You can interpret that any way you like. Okay, how long did it take you to compile this book?
Okay, it took about a year from where to go, which is, usually you've got a proposal to do, and I gave myself 3 months to do the proposal, so I wanted for it to be really thorough. And then we had to do all the photography and the writing, and so basically I put the proposal in March, and it came out in June. So yeah, around about a little bit over a year.
Okay, well, we've done pretty well. I mean, it's shiny. It's done well. It's not a Kinko's job. Nothing wrong with a Kinko's job. Okay, sure. Will your next book be the same format of instructional art?
That's interesting. So probably, yeah, it'll be similar, but it'll be a different angle to it, I would imagine. Like that's just off the top of my head because I haven't given it too much.
You won't be doing the next Harry Potter book then?
No, I'm afraid no. Harry Potter will just have to die. Okay. I can't bring him back to life.
Sure. When do you often find the moment of inspiration?
I find it's in really odd places. Like I find that you can get inspiration from like just seeing something or seeing another piece of art. And actually, and one thing I talk about in the book is that I was actually throwing a chip packet in a bin and I found a picture of someone had drawn a cat, so I took that out of the bin and I got some ideas from that. So I just think it's just a really random process, and often in really, obviously art galleries and things like that fire you up, but I also think there's inspiration for art in the everyday, like walking to work.
There's a symbiosis, just waking up.
And things come to you at night. I find things come to me at night and I keep a pad by my bed and write in the morning.
Is art relevant today as an important medium?
Oh, completely. I think it's becoming more relevant for people because I think in these times it's sort of like mass consumerism and mass consumption and dictated taste. I think people are becoming more expressive through art, and I think it's one of the true individual things they have.
Okay, sure. We've got some people there looking at the book as we speak. This is not scripted, by the way. They are actually looking at it. Okay. Back here, the interview's over here. Back here. Okay, that's a good angle. Sure. What age can an artist start?
Well, I think most people start when they're usually like preschool, but I think in terms of like a real artist and something that you do something that you want to, that you can put on your wall. I think probably early teens. I think a lot of street art starts kids at a younger age. And also, so once people get over that initial, painting a picture of mum singing on the fridge, I'd probably say early teens is when people start to look at their environment and start to want to contribute to it.
Okay. Can the world be changed by art?
I don't think long term, I think it can, but I also think people can be changed by it. I think expression changes people, whatever its form.
That leads to my other question. What makes the powerful artist in the 21st century?
That's a really interesting one, actually. I think a powerful artist is someone who expresses whatever their art is. And whether people buy into it or they don't, or they're
like your Guernicas and
I think. Oh, you want in a more classical sense? Yeah, I just think those. Well, say Picasso did that, and then now almost everyone would know who it is and studied in school. But I also think,
like in this time of war at the moment, okay, can a piece of art finish it and tell the people to a certain degree and not be biased about it? Have two sides of the story on the canvas.
I think it's possible, but I don't think that one seminal piece of art has come out yet.
Okay, so that's one for the artist to get springboards out, I guess. Can art end war? Like if he bakes tapestries and all that?
Look, I think in the past it has certainly contributed. I think it contributed to the end of war. I think only people can really end wars.
Yeah.
You know, like human nature can really only start a war and end a war.
Yeah.
But I do believe that art and expression can make people think about things from a different angle. Whether and that includes like video art, not just sort of paintings and things like that.
Yeah.
Can make
Sculpture
people
and everything else.
Yeah, it can make people think, and you can be quite moved by sort of sculptural things, particularly like when I was in Washington last year, and a lot of the sculptural stuff that's done around, say, the Vietnam Wars and the Washington monuments is extremely moving. Okay. And you know, like, because I went there at night and people were actually crying and things like that. So, because it's so expressive.
Okay.
And so I do believe yes, it can.
And the Washington Monument and many other things, and also like the Abraham Lincoln Monument, which is all in the same
it's
vicinity.
Extremely, which is extremely moving at night. Particularly, it's all more. You go to Washington, go to the monuments at night. It makes a big difference.
So would propaganda be part of art?
Oh, completely. And you know, you only have to look at, say, even Russian propaganda posters, you know, have got a really distinct artistic, like they're very linear, they're very graphic, they're based on a limited number of palette of colours.
Same goes for the Nazi, the fascist, the Chinese. They've all got that kind of, you can tell, not even by putting the slogan under it, that there is a bit of a renaissance of all those groups of artists.
Oh, completely.
I can agree with you there.
Completely.
Well, that's very much it. One last question that's not in the script here is, look, you've done well here, okay? Is there any type of person here that you're promoting this to?
Yeah, basically it's to someone who's kind of has always thought, I want something for my wall. Yeah. What can I do that will look good? Yeah. That's if you fall into that category, this is the book for you, because it's basic, but and this is the other thing I want to stress: the projects aren't horrible. It's not like shells stuck on cardboard and sea scenes and stuff like that. It's kind of actually things that kind of look relatively nice and employ an artistic technique. Okay. It's a split into technique.
Because a lot of the stuff in the book here is in the shop here, as we speak. Yeah. So basically, the shop is a walk-in book. You're in it.
Well, yeah. The plan was to have sort of a feel that because I'm not just.
It goes beyond 3D. It goes beyond virtual reality. Pop-up books.
Oh yeah, it's kind of
this is the real thing.
It's well, it's a journey in the shop as well. Okay. And also, I'm a person who works in the shop and still does, so I'm not some model that they picked and said, hey, we'll put you on TV because you know you look good and we'll get someone to do your projects and everything. I'm the person who helps people every week. Okay. So worldwide, we're in Sydney, Australia. You can just walk into the shop anytime on Oxford Street. It's open between 9 and 5 on a regular day. Yeah. If I'm outside of Australia, how can I purchase the book? You can purchase the book if you're in America. There's not a deal yet, but they're working on that. Okay. If you're in the UK, you can get it through Amazon. Okay. The Weekend Artist, just regular Amazon. Okay. Which comes out on the 1st of August of this year. All right. And otherwise, probably Amazon would be your best bet. Okay.
Gerard Smith, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. I appreciate it.
Okay. Back to you in the studio.